Okay, lovely. Yeah, just move yourself. We're going to do some really concentrating now today. Okay, so let's just take our feet into parallel, and that's why it is, we call them like naughty toes, and it's very, that's why often if you go around a class in bridge as well, people turn out on one and they don't realise it. So have a little look at your toes. Make sure they're in alignment, and really feel like you're pushing your big toe into the mat. Yeah? And then we're just going to come up, and then again, it's very easy to do that. Yeah. So the trick is not to come too far, because if you come really far, you'll start doing that. So you can just push and really feel like you're pushing into the big toe and giving yourself a little bit of almost squeezing through your quads as well. And for 8, for 7, for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. My head's going off the screen, isn't it, Janet? Never mind. You know what I look like. And then, again, same when you're doing the squat. So again, really feel like you're pushing all your toes in, reach back, and then just have a little check. And then back. So in a squat position, when you take your bum back, you should be able to lift your toes up. Yeah, and then your knees are in good alignment, and then come back up again. And again, 3, and back. Bum to wall. And back. I need to see this on a one-to-one, I keep telling her. And again, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So obviously that's a lot of flexion work. So now we're going to do extension in this. So we want to work. So again, bit of softness in the front knee. Your knee might turn, like we're saying. If you push your big toe in, the knee has a tendency to go in. So really try and level it out. Take your weight forward. Really point your foot and just lift the leg and try and keep it straight. So this is hip extension. You should be feeling your glutes kicking in a little bit, but just hold it. You can maybe just pulse a little bit. Pulse a little bit. Keep the core engaged. And then to switch on the hamstrings, bring it in, and then lengthen. Squeeze, lengthen. Squeeze, lengthen. Squeeze, lengthen. Squeeze. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. And just take the back foot down and just take a little stretch, breath in. Yeah. Soften the front knee a bit more. Two more breaths. And then gently back down, and then straighten the front leg, sit back in the hips this time, chin to your chest, and just gently floating. Again, so mine now, my foot wants to lift a lot really, Zoe, but I just force it down.
Well, this one's not doing too bad at the minute.
Good, good.
But I can feel it more in my cheeks.
Yeah.
Than I do normally, so actually right.
Yeah. It's just easy when you're talking in a class, you just lose form because you can't concentrate, and you do need to, the slower you do things, the more precise, you work that bit harder, and then gently back up. And then let's just switch sides. So again, just take your time to get your set up right.
Yeah.
So spread your toes, push your big toe into the mat, make sure your knee's not turning in. And then again, draw the tummy in. And then hold, and again, one leg usually is much more stable than the other. And just do tiny little pulses. Squeeze in. And then hamstring curl it. chin to chest, hips back, just gently float down. Full breath in. I don't say leg. I didn't think I had, but now that I'm going down, I'm sure I'm looking at that big tail before. Hopefully, guys, you've switched.
I did squat. I'm sure you swapped, didn't you?
Did I? Thought I had. Anyway, soften the knee and gently come back up. Good. So, nice little lesson in precision. So the same with the squat. This is where Liz, I've told you, this is where Liz does this.
I don't think my squats are great either at the minute, so we'll see.
Okay, so again, push your big toe into the mat. Feel really grounded through your feet. Really push your feet down. It activates the pelvic floor. And then just come back. And again, make sure your knees are not doing this. So sit back. Yeah? And then just hold. Hold that position. And we're just going to do a bit of precision. So we're just going to take it up for 8. First 7. First 6. First 5. First 4. 3.
Do you think I'm moving forward too much?
That doesn't matter. What you don't want to do in a squat, because when you do a really straight back, the back goes in more, so there's nothing wrong. Any strength and condition will tell you. Yeah, will tell you to come up. And then just come, and then we're just going to, so we're not shortening through here, let's just, and then back up. Into what? Eight, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and then just take them out really nice and wide. Just let a little stretch of the pecs. And then take a chin to chest, hips back. And just gently float down. I'm going to take this off because I've had it on since that.
Nice colour that.
I have 6 this morning. I don't know who I purple, but
So much you actually.
thank you. I always think of that poem. There's a poem in there that if I had my time over again and then go to one side, it's something
What
like,
about purple?
yeah, I'd wear more purple and dance with the daisies.
Well, you definitely dance with the daisies.
And the other side. And then gently come back in, so your feet are nice and underneath the hips. And then just walk yourself into your plank position from here. I'll come and have a check with this as well. So this is another good exercise area. So it's always, and I do harp on about it, I know, but it's basically when you're doing hip extension work, people have a real tendency to start lifting and moving and all sorts of things. It's much better to think about length of the leg. So lengthen your left foot and just lift. So it's better to have your leg slightly lower than your spine and feel that your hips are in that right alignment. So keep going. Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
Struggling on my shoulder a bit, but I'll keep going.
Switch your legs, guys. Yeah, that's it. So you see when you concentrate more, it's
yeah.
And well done, and then just take your hips up into your downward dog position. Have a nice little stretch out of the calves by pressing the heels firmly into the mat. Take some nice in breaths. And out. In. And out. And then just gently walk yourself back to your feet. And slowly down. So we'll just do a little bit of weights because I want to just check a little bit of stuff in like bridge and yeah. So let's just take 2. Yeah, just take the 2 blue ones there. Okie doke. So again, we'll do a little bit of work through rotation. So just hold. So even in this position, it's very easy to lift one without thinking about it. So we're just going to take them together. We're going to keep our feet where they are, guys. We're not taking them in and out. And then we're just going to come out, and then we're just going to gently lift, back down, and then back in. Out the other side. This is like a lat pull down, is that all right in your neck? And again, always think about the length through the crown of the head.
Feels alright, actually, to be fair.
Good.
As long as I don't hike my shoulders up.
Yeah. Good. Let's do 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. And then into internal, external rotation. So again, this is when you want to keep the rib cage in and down as well. 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. And then into front raise. So again, just lift and lower. Lift, lower.
Up to shoulder height, yeah?
Yeah, just up to shoulder height, no higher, because that's when the shoulders start hiking up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. And then if you want to do your lunge, you can, but if you feel like you're going to be a bit shifty in lunge, you can just do your arm action. So again, don't have you want your back straight, but you don't want it upright, you want it straight but on a slight angle. Yeah?
Yeah.
Left back leg nice and long, and then just down, and then back up. Yeah, down. And even in this, you have to still think about that little bit of core connection, so that's still that.
As long as I keep facing straight, I'll be alright.
Yeah.
That's where I go wrong, apparently. I'm always on a bit of a funny angle.
4, 3, 2. The problem is once you've had an injury as well, Zoe, I know my back, where I broke my ankle, I don't squat, I don't lunge as well on that back leg. My knee turns in, I know it does. And then again.
But don't forget, I've had this injury for years, so
Yeah.
being like ingrained in all of
Yeah,
it.
exactly.
See, balance is off.
So again, just kind of reconnect, draw the tummy in, weight slightly forward.
Right. That's
You
better.
can always as well, just think what you're doing. So this, you're still doing the same exercise, you've just got a bit more stability by holding on to something, but you're still lunging and still waiting. So, sometimes when we do compound moves, we're doing that much.
I might do it like that on the
Yeah.
side. I'm alright on the other side.
Yeah, so sometimes when you're trying so much to balance, but then you're doing other stuff as well, you can be a little bit.
It's because I've really got to remember what you're saying about that, not that.
Yeah.
So then I lose my balance a bit.
Yeah.
It's not used
So
to
there's
it.
absolutely, because it's not a balance exercise, lunge really, it's a strength exercise, do you know what I mean? So,
True that.
2 and 1. And again, even when we're doing these ones, where I always say headlights on the hips, and you'll see people.
Yeah, because you
Rocking.
naturally do it.
Yeah, so actually, it's almost better to just hold on for a bit until you feel like you've really got that centre, and then lift up. Just go easy with this one, babe. Three, 2, and 1. Beautiful. And then the other side, again, push the big toe in, slightly transfer your weight so that you feel strong, and then lift.
Wow.
Push that big toe into the mat.
Because naturally I go out into my edges.
Yeah,
My little toes grip everywhere.
yeah,
And they said, that's not
Yeah.
right.
3, 2, and 1. Well done. Good. Okay, let's just do a little bit of tricep, guys, and we'll get down. We'll do some. I'll have a look at your bridge as well, babe.
Yeah.
And then out, and then back. And 2, 3, 4, 5. So you're pushing back to work after this, or?
Yeah, I'll go straight from here, and then that makes more sense. People start arriving about 1:30, so.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I'm up and down all day. It just gets on your wick.
Yeah. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We'll try and keep with that arm, guys. So again, this is like a lat one. So deltoid, working your shoulder when we lift, but then obviously when you pull it back down, you're working your lats a bit as well. So just lift and lower. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. And then switch again to that other arm. Yeah, we did the same arm there because of 2 moves.
That one back and
So
that's right.
yeah, that's it. And 2 nice straight arms as well before we bend at the elbow. Four more. 4, 3, 2, 1. We're keeping with that same shoulder and we're just lifting. So I know when I do, that's why I like to do weights one at a time, because this shoulder's nowhere near as strong as my right one.
Well, this is my funny shoulder now, so but I just...
Yeah, we're going to finish after these ones, so do some nice...
It feels alright, as long as I'm not hiking it up.
No, you're not, no.
Because I know I do
But
that.
you're probably really concentrating, whereas
Yeah.
if we're in class, you people do this. You're like, try and keep length through the crown of the head. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Good. Let's just come down onto the floor and we'll just do a nice little stretch on the floor. So again, so you know I've recently said I've got I think it's when I jumped on Raf's bloody thing to get the blue. That's all I can think of, but I've definitely got, it's getting better. Yeah. But I know that, you know, when we do these, I'm fine on that side. I do it on this side and the pull there. Look how twisted I am.
There's something
to do with that. Okay, so let's just take a nice stretch over. So breathing in and out of the kind of rib cage. And then the other side, so reach. Bit of softness in that elbow. And then back to centre, and then just take one arm out and just bring it into that deltoid. So as long as you just make sure, if you're lifting more weights, that you just make sure you do your stretches after. And from deltoid, that same hand goes up into our tricep, push down. And then take the hand off the elbow onto the top of the head, hand behind the back, and then just gently down, take a breath in. And if you want, it can be a bit much, particularly for, well, all three of us actually in here have got a slight neck issue, but just, you can gently take the chin towards the chest and it does increase that stretch through the neck. And then gently back to centre. The other side, so pull in. And then again, up. Stretching. Something cracked out.
Did it? Yeah.
What, mine?
I did a good job though, did it?
Oh, yours, yeah. And then take the hand on the head behind the back and then just take a little worst. This is my worst side.
This is my favourite stretch for this nerve though. At the minute,
Yeah, it really gets into it, doesn't it? And then just gently kind of chin towards the chest. Oh yeah, something went again.
It's definitely you, not me.
Yeah, something is cracking. Do you know, it's funny, I felt like my neck a little bit at the weekend and I thought, oh, I need to start doing more neck stretches. And then gently back to centre. Okay, so, yeah, let's do side leg. I know you don't love it, but side leg again is a good one that it works the hips. So you just, let's go really, really kind of slow. So again, that's why I tell people to bend this bottom knee so they're not fighting all the time with the pelvis.
Yeah.
So you should be able to keep the waist lifted and this leg as it lifts and lowers. Now if you're saying that you want to try and turn on your hamstrings and your glutes a bit more, Zoe, what you can do without moving, we don't want to move the top hip, so the top hip stays level, but you can kind of take the leg a little bit further back of the midline. Keep the core engaged and drop and lift, and that will start working the bum a lot more.
I can see it actually.
Yeah.
Because you know this goes down like half normally. That's why I don't like it.
Yeah. Do 8 more. 8, 7, 6, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then just give your ankle a bit of a break by just circling it and circle back. And then just relax and just bring it back to get a bit of a stretch through your quads. So there's loads of these little pushbacks, but we did them similar. So I'm just going to come and just do our glute stretch, guys, and do the other one. I know we didn't do as many as normal, but I want to do a little bit of bridge and core. And then just stretch that underneath leg, and then just bring that over just into a little bit of a nice, well, it might not be nice if your back's really tight, but supine spine. Beautiful. And back to centre. Just gently bring yourself over onto your right on the other side.
I'll give it a try today.
But,
Not the ball for my neck is
Yeah.
nice, but it just
Or
kicks off my
sometimes
head
if you make a
shoulders.
little bit of a pillow, sometimes people like that. So again, it's all about lengthening that top leg, lifting that bottom waist, lift the leg. Try and keep the core super, super tight, but take the leg slightly back of the midline and then drop and lift, drop, lift, drop, lift.
See, I can feel that more than I ever do normally, especially here
Yeah,
today.
and it's because you're lifting and you're
Yeah.
recruiting and thinking about it, and then your legs slightly back of the midline, so
Yeah.
you get a nice bit of a hip flexor
Yeah.
stretch as well as working through the
It
bum.
actually feels better than it normally
Normally
does.
does. Good. Let's just do 8 more. 7, 6, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. Just circle for 3. Circle back. And then bring it in. I've started doing on my retreat now, you know, the first night when I get there I do a masterclass. No one talks and we go through basics, and quite a few of them were like, it's really helped because she just,
She just gets into bad habits.
Yeah. Good, and then just gently over, just take a little glute stretch. Good, and then just across. Okay, before we do bridge, let's just do, so again, I've talked about this quite a lot, but it's a really, if you do this move right, you really feel everything tightening in the core. So if you just lie kind of down, and ideally when you're laid on the mat, your collarbones should feel nice and wide, your shoulder blades are down, the ribs are on the mat, and then you've got this gap underneath the lumbar spine if you're in neutral. Obviously everyone's gap's going to be different, but try not to kind of shift right to left and forward and back. Everything keeps still. Push the rib cage down. Take your hands behind your back if you can. Not your back, sorry, your head. Chin to chest, rib cage really engaged. Belly button, pull it away from your imaginary hot top. And then just lift up. And just check that you've not squished. Yeah, and then lower slightly down. So don't lift all the way. Down, sorry, don't lower all the way down. And then back. Now breath as we come up. And breath lower. And just say on the next ones, if you can lift your right leg without kind of shifting through the hips, and then lower. Lift the left. Lower. Lift. Lower. It's a really small move, but if you do everything in neutral, you can really feel the core kicking in. Hey, I suppose that's why the reformer in some ways good, because if you don't, you come off. Do you know what I mean? If you don't balance on the reformer, then you'll basically come off it.
I'm going to wait till the shoulder settles.
Yeah. 2, 1, and then just gently come down. Just take your arms down by your side, and just have a little right ear to shoulder again, and left ear to shoulder, and right. And left. Okay, so let's take, put your ball between your inner thighs. I'm just using a yoga block. So a yoga block, and again, bridge is something that is really, really good for hip stability and for your knees. So well, for everything really, but take your arms down by your side. Make sure that you're really feeling that length through the collarbone. And again, on this one, it's amazing how different it feels when you really feel like you're pushing your big toe into the mat and your middle of the foot. That activates the pelvic floor. Gently roll the lower back into the mat and start squeezing the ball or the block as you remove your spine away. And just check your hips. Do they look even? Is one hip slightly higher than the other? Yeah, try and keep it like that. It's best to take it back to a slight basic first. Just raise the right heel and then lower it. Raise the left heel and lower it. Right heel, left heel. Right, left. And then take the ball away, or the block. And then just see if you can really firmly press your big toe on the right side, your middle of that foot and the heel really firmly into the mat. And then lift the other leg up into tabletop and just be really honest with yourself. Are the hips still level, or do you feel like one's dropping? And then lower it back down, nice and slow. Push that left big toe, the middle of the foot, the heel down, lift the other one. And lower. And basically, if the hips are dropping, then you don't want to do this. You want to just take it to a heel raise and not a full leg. And then lower. And again. And then to switch the glutes on, let's try and see if we can just push the right foot firmly in. Really feel it. And then just drop an inch or two and lift. Drop and lift. Drop and lift. So normally I have to do quite a lot of this to feel it in my glutes. I can feel it in my thigh today, if I'm honest. Because I ran around the block with it twice this morning.
Does she do it again?
Yeah.
Oh, well done.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard for her, do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I wouldn't
yeah.
say it's her favourite thing, but she said, yeah, she's chuffed to bits. 8 more. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. Take that other foot down. We'll have to try and do, if you come on Thursday, but I'll have to say, look, why don't you try not to speak today? Oh, can you not come?
I can't come on Thursdays anymore because I'm working. I've only really got Monday now.
What about Saturday? Can't you not ready? Don't you feel ready?
I said don't do that yet.
Did you?
I will as soon as I can. I just don't want me jumping about to make sure I've got my foot, my feet in the right. But I could be able to fit that one in, so that's okay.
Good.
You know, on Zoom before football.
Yeah. I don't do much jumping now as well, babe. I do a lot more strength.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
I'll have a chat with them.
Because Sinead can't, because of the prolapse.
Ah, yeah, of course.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. Take a breath in. And slowly, slowly lower. And always give yourself a really good hug into chest after bridge.
I mean, I don't think I'll be back on Thursdays till Sophia's had this baby and comes back, so that'll be months.
Yeah.
And that's if she still wants to do a full shift. Can I get back in for a full day then, you see?
Yeah. And then let's just do a nice little kind of hip stretch. So just again take, and then even in this one you can just have, you have an idea of if you're tighter on one side. So right foot, gently internally rotate, right hip, try and let the knee be the thing to follow. So try not to lead with the knee. And it just has that gentle little opening of the hip flexor. And then just take a nice in breath as you let the belly just gently rise. Out breath. And again. Back to centre and that other side. Again, so this for me is so much tighter.
So that's easier for me.
Is it?
Not quite sure why, since this is the weak side.
Well, that's why. So this usually, does that feel better, your weak side?
It feels easier
To do. Sometimes, because if you're putting a lot more work into your stronger side, it gets tight, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Your stronger side. So and then just come onto your back. So let's just do a little bit of. Are you alright with forearm, babe? Do you think?
I'll try it.
Not sure.
I'll try it.
Just make sure you're recruiting into a forearm plank and just draw the tummy in. I said draw the tummy in and draw my shoulder blades down, but draw your shoulder blades down as well. You can always, even this Zoe, you know, just so you're not putting too much pressure on, you can just lift onto your knees. I know it seems like really easy, but if you really draw the belly in, it's not particularly easy. You're just really feeling like you're taking that navel into spine and holding it there. Or obviously you can come up. Keep that neck nice and long and almost like a little bit of a chin retraction. We can do it, Janet. Went to see Gladiator last night, Janet. We're good. I always do a bit of a film critique. Denzel Washington definitely stole the show.
Really?
Brilliant. 10 more seconds. And well done. And then just come with your big toes together. Have a really nice stretch out.
That's the best forearm plank I've done since this injury.
Good.
So I don't know what that means, but hopefully it's
Well, you might even be like you were saying, like retract. You might be just retracting through your lats a little bit more. then just to stretch the lats out, just gently walk both hands around to the right, reach your top hand over your bottom hand. Really feel like you are breathing into the rib cage, so let the ribs expand as you inhale. Oh, breath. In. 2 more. Done to the other side. We've got the theatre on side, haven't we?
Oh yeah. What time did it start? Remember?
I want to say 7:30, but I'm not sure. I'll see Emma tonight. I'm going to have to open my doors tonight. I've got 9 in class.
9?
Well, Victoria, you know, the Irish girl, asked if 2 friends could come last week and they couldn't. She asked today, and then one of my regulars were like, oh, I don't think I can fit in, and then I felt really bad. And then Gemma went, just open your doors, and I went, well, yeah.
Is anybody going to go? Well, everybody go upstairs, can't they?
Yeah, they always do.
You'll have to stand there and teach them, won't you, if you do it like that?
Yeah, I always stand. Or I'll stand in the lounge and they'll set up in
that's
it.
good.
I've got no Zoom, so that's good. So nice, real. 5.
I saw her on Friday night in Crossgate's light switch on.
So who?
Victoria.
Oh, did you?
We only went because Frank's girlfriend was singing a song.
Oh, was she good?
She's really good.
Is she?
They were in well, I went to see her in on it, didn't I? And
Oh, yeah.
she sang Baby It's Cold Outside.
Oh, lovely. I'd like to learn that.
It's good, isn't it?
Because you could like mess around with it, couldn't
Yeah.
you? You don't have to take it too serious. And then just heels down, one at a time for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then gently back, and just slowly up. Letting your shoulders just gently relax back in again. And then just, if you can, take it up, just have a little pull on the lats as we push it over. And just cross one knee over the, one foot, sorry, over the other. Hips back, gently down. Take a breath in. And slowly up. And then just the other side. So again, just reach up to that lat pull, push over. And then back to centre, little knee, hips back, gently down.
I love this stretch.
Oh, I do. This really helps the knee as well as kind of stretching the hammies. My toes aren't in much of a better state than yours, if I'm honest, so I'm just hanging on for a few weeks for you for Christmas and then
Well, I just do it myself now because it gave me an infection.
Oh, did you? And then gently up, and then just some nice little pelvic circles. And thanks, Jen. I don't know where the Janet is today.